Hello and welcome to Steve's Vintage Model Builds. I always do this every time I move up the computer. Hope it doesn't irritate anybody. Anyways, hello and welcome. And welcome to my subscribers who may be watching, returning viewers, and new viewers. A hearty welcome to everyone. Busy time at the homestead these days. Got Had a bit of an investment windfall, so I've been ordering some kits, which are coming up, and some really nice fun stuff. And moving away a bit from the military stuff, not completely. I'll be coming back to that, not to worry. Just finished the patent tank, and gonna finish the Studebaker. Well, that's a military truck, yeah. And then I'm going to decide what to do from there. There's a couple things in the pipe. I've got the Huey build going on for Ice Queen 7's channel. At Sue's channel over there. We've got a group build going on, helicopters, till June 30th. So if you're interested in some terrific fellowship, and a great resource and a lot of fun, check out Ice Queen 7. All are welcome to join. There aren't a lot of rules beyond the usual common civility. Pretty much the only one is you can't flog your products on the channel. Or you can't flog your YouTube channel for no reason. If you're building something and you post it on the Facebook page, no problem to put your YouTube link there for the kit review or whatever it is you're doing. But yeah, stop by, check it out. It's a great group of people, mostly in the UK, but I think there's some in the US. There's a couple guys from Chicago. One guy who's still there. The other guy, I think he lives in Scotland now. But anyways, yeah, so it's a great group of people. Very supportive, very helpful. Always willing to help answer questions. And really, it's unbelievable, the beautiful work that they all do. And so, yeah, so even if you don't want to join, stop by and check it out. You'll see some great model making there. And the way I like to put it is, they're serious modelers. We're serious modelers who don't take ourselves too seriously. So you won't find hobby snobbies there. Just lots of support, encouragement, and good fellowship. So check it out. Okay, so yeah, so we've got that Huey going on, and then there's this, which we'll go into in a minute. And a few other things coming down the pipe. So also busy with the garden. Got a load of fish compost today, so that had to be spread. And some of it's going to have to be moved, and etc., etc. But everything's coming along nicely. Got some. I had 3 potato plants come up from last year, so I moved those out to the front. That's where the potatoes are going to go this year, and the back's going to be corn and beans, and a few other things. Anyways, for those who aren't interested in my garden, we'll move right along into this. And so this is ironically same shipper as from the same vendor and shipper as from the Trumpeter 350 Astute, HMS Astute submarine. And Wednesday evening here, enjoying a glass of wine. And yeah, the HMS Astute from Trumpeter, that was $20 plus $10 shipping for a total of $30. Pre-painted, that should have raised some alarm bells for me, but it didn't really. Actually, I decided I wanted it anyways, regardless. All I wanted was a little submarine to put on the shelf, which is what I got. And for what it is, pre-painted and all, it's done very nicely. So there's just a bit of cement work to put it together, and then on the shelf it goes. So no complaints. I got what I wanted, but I wouldn't have wanted to pay more than $30 for it. So anyways, this one arrived today. Again from the same shipper and a vendor. Nice sturdy box, although it does look like Canada Post has managed to pierce it in more than one place. So we'll take a look here and we'll see this. Okay. Okay, that was in the shipping box real tight, so, but we got it out now. And so here's what we got. The Hasegawa AH-64A Apache U.S. Army attack helicopter. And it's a 172 scale kit. They give you the model length, almost 21 centimeters. The rotor diameter, about 20 centimeters, and 90 parts. There's a halfway decent box art illustration. Just a flying helicopter. And on the side here you get a really nice profile shot. That's really nice. Makes it, they should have named it after some kind of insect, but anyways. And we've got made in Japan there in Shizuoka too. Okay, and so that's it. And it's Hasegawa catalog number 00436. Alright, so the kit cost $35. Excuse me, $35 Canadian. That included shipping. And I think I got free shipping on this, but in any case, yeah, $35 is about my, unless it's something special, I won't go more than $35 on a 172 kit. The only reason I sprang for this one was it's got two figures, and we'll get into that after as well. So, okay, so the kit was originally produced, first tooled in 1983, and there were new parts in, let's see, new parts in 2003, and new decals in 2006, but I think that's in a later edition. This will be the older edition. So okay, and so there's nothing on the bottom of the box. Now, I have 3 Hasegawa kits, including this one. I have 2 other ones. There's a F-18D Hornet. I think that's 172 too. That's a big kit. this 172 Hornet, and the kit itself looks good. The figure, yeah. But anyways, we'll see what we can do with that. That's far down the list. And the other one is the 1700 Apache aircraft carrier, which was one of the first kits I got. Last fall when I got back into the hobby, and it was a little bit more than this fellow re-entering the hobby expected. So it's been a bit of a slog. It's ongoing and actually nearing completion, but I'm not really in a hurry to get back to it. It's one of those things, you know, if I'm in the mood, or, you know, I don't want to do anything in particular, just do something for an hour. So yeah, so it'll come along, and it was okay. I would say it's a little over-engineered. You know, I know Hasegawa has a really good reputation. Some say they're as good as Tamiya. I don't know if I can agree with that. For the most part, quality is quite good. But again, I would put them just a notch below Tamiya. So, anyways, okay. So let's see what we've got going on here. All right, and so we have one sprue bag with a separate sprue bag inside of clear parts. So 439 subscribers, not like I have legions of fans. Excuse me. But for those out there who do watch, I hope you're enjoying the variety, as it were, branching out beyond strictly military models. But still, the military models are a lot of fun. Just no more Russian stuff and no more Nazi stuff. I'll build the stuff I've got, but that's all I'm going to say. Okay, and so we've got the canopy here, and looks like one window. Why we don't have two, I don't know. But that will remain to be seen, I expect. Okay, and we've got separate sprues for the each side of the fuselage and each of the pilots. I don't know, they look a little big for 172 pilots. They also have a fair bit of flash on them. There's nice detail here. I don't know if my camera will show it. There you go. You get the nice panel lines, rivets, recess panel lines. Not spectacular detail, but good, decent. And so we take those. Okay, so we've got that. And we've got a lot of parts here. Intakes and exhausts. I'm seeing lots of flash. Looks like maybe there's two propeller options. Go there. No, I think that's just for the one at the rear. We've got bucket seats. Okay, we've got the tub here. And we've got armament here. More tail rotors. So I guess we'll take a look at that. Again, there's flash. The missiles are just missiles. There's nothing special there. No special detail. And it looks like there's a FLIR unit. And this might be correct, but it looks like there's been something went wrong with the molding. It's like this is raised and it's like it looks melted. I don't see any kind of, oh here, maybe that's it. Something that looks like a cockpit control panel that has absolutely no detail. Okay, back in the box you go. Alright. Oh, we also got the, the tech tips. I think just about everybody does those now. I use them to line the bottom of cardboard boxes for painting. Okay, so let's see what we got here. As far as the decals go, or the decals, or the decals, however you want to say it. Okay, and so yeah, it looks like we've got control panel decals, black and white stuff. United States Army, looks like there's looks like a saber-toothed cat or some kind of lion or tiger. And the rest are, numbers. Unit insignia. And, the usual no step, Anyways, they're not heavily decorated, but yeah. These are trademark 2013. There we go. And that's it. Now, our instruction booklet is also in 172. Or maybe 1350. Okay, so, see how my upside down, sorry, I'm going to have to put a light on it. Upside down tiny reading. The AH-64 Apache is all-weather attack helicopter using target acquisition and designation site, TADS, and pilot night vision system. The equipment allows low-level flight operations, avoiding obstacles with the PNVS, while the gunner selects, identifies, arms, and fires the weapons in total darkness. Sorry, I'm going to have to turn it upside or right side up. Good news is, you can take that light off. And its heads-up display in the helmet. Head movement of the gunner's helmet moves the chin-mounted 30mm chain gun 110 degrees left or right, and 11 degrees up or 60 degrees down. The Apache's main anti-tank weapons are the AGM-114A laser-guided missile and 19M261 70mm rocket-propelled and anti-tank grenades. Crew of 2, real-life width 5.43 meters, main rotor diameter 14.63 meters, 14.98 meters long, gross weight 9,525 kilograms. Engine is a GE T700 701 times 2. HP rating to 1696. Maximum speed 365 kilometers an hour. And yeah, a little bit more about the aircraft. It's now manufactured, owned by Boeing. It was originally developed by the Hughes Helicopter Corporation as the Model 77 when the U.S. Army was looking for a program to replace the Cobras. As mentioned, a prototype first flew September 75. However, they ended up choosing the Bell AH-63 in 1976 and later approved for full production in 1982. After acquiring Hughes helicopters in 1984, McDonnell Douglas continued AH-64 production and development. The helicopter was introduced to U.S. Army service in April 1986. And the advanced 64D version, this is the 64A version, was delivered to the Army in March 1997. Obviously, the Apaches have served all over the place, in Afghanistan, all sorts of different places. Operation Iraqi Freedom. And they were, the predecessor to the Black Hawks and the Pave Hawks. But this was their answer for a 21st century attack helicopter. Still serving quite a bit. IDF uses them too. So get over it. Okay. Alright, so we got this 172 instructions. All sorts of teeny tiny writing. Basically what I read you. There's a nice photograph of the completed model. Black and white. And we've got fold-out panel instructions. Some people hate them. Maybe some people love them. I don't know. I don't mind them. For me, they're great. If you want to stick them up on your board right in front of you, something like this. It's all on one fold-out. All your steps are on one fold-out. So if you so desired, you could put it up on the easel there, and you can see the whole thing beginning to end. And okay, and so here we go. We're going to start. And we start off with the figures. They are going to take some work, and they're not super detailed, but they will turn out nice once they're trimmed down and done properly. And then we get the cockpit tub, putting the decals on. That's step one. And then step two, there's a lot of other decals as well. With this many small decals, I hope the Hasegawa decals are good. I don't know. Never used them before. And so, yeah, and so they give you all the paint colors, where to put the decal, where to attach this and that. They give you their color codes here, and what do they say? H is probably for Hasegawa paint. Oh, aqueous hobby color. That's H. The blocked out number is Mr. Hobby. And then they also just give you the colors in all sorts of different languages. Yeah. So I don't know, if I use Tamiya paints on this, is it gonna melt? Huh? Just kidding. Okay, I'm sure they're all buddies and get together now and then to have Kobe steaks and sake and stuff. Okay, starting to wander off here a little bit. So here we go. So we've got, starting out, paint these up. I have painted 172 figures before. They're not too bad. Especially since I got these, I got a set of these nice super fine brushes, little tiny ones. And this isn't even the tiniest one. But anyways, so yeah, I enjoy doing the figures. and I was surprised. I had very little confidence in my ability, and the first ones I chose for whatever reason were 172 figures, and that was the World War One tank crew and infantry. I think from Embrar, might have been from Airfix. Anyways, yeah, and they turned out good. Then I did some 148s. Of course, the 135s, they're a good size. And, there's even some people, they go up to like 116, 116. That's a bit much for me. And I don't like to do figures just for figures' sake. Only if I can use them in something. Okay, so again, moving right along. Okay, so we've got the cockpit tub with both of the figures, the seats, the decals, and then that goes straight into the fuselage pieces. Boom, together. You're done. That's it. You've got some pieces to put in here in the top. This looks like it goes in, there's a flange, and you put that in, and then you put the pieces together, and the flange holds it together. Very logical. Then we move on to the air intakes and the exhausts. The tail wheel, they give you a nice detail here on how that should be painted up. And then you've got, it says, do not cement here. And you've got the rear stabilizer. Then the engine nacelles go on. I think the engines are going to be fun. I'm going to have fun with that, I think. And then we move to step number 5. Put the wheels, one of the guns. Guess that's maybe the chain gun. Oh, don't you know? Anyways, that's the sound of the man working the chain gun. Okay. That's why Motown never called me back. Oh, I see how this works. Okay, so you can have this up or down then. So this covers the whole thing. And then you can choose to have that up or you can have that down. That's cool. Okay. And you'll get good visibility on the figures, so I'll probably put the figures in there. And then, so whatever you've chosen to do, you've got your options here. You put the canopy on. And then we move, this will be the rocket pods, the main rotor blades, the winglets, and how to put it all together. And then they put the sprue map at the back. I don't know if that's a subtle hint that you should go through the instructions first, then go to the sprue map, then go back to the instruction. In any case, we have one marking guide here. 3rd Battalion, 227th Aviation Regiment, U.S. Army. They don't give a year. And they give decal placement and some painting information. Okay. All right, so it's time for the review and final review and rating. I use a 12-point scale. 10 standard points, 2 points for packaging, 2 points for sprues, 2 points or 3 points for parts, 3 points for instructions. Packaging is the external shipping packaging, especially if it's direct from the manufacturer or vendor, and the manufacturer's outer box packaging. This is a top opener, which many people love. So that's a good thing. Then we look at the box art and the kit info. It was, we had the actual, dimensions of the kit. We had nice box art, a nice profile picture of the completed model, the number of parts that were in the kit. So pretty much all you need just by looking at the outside to make your decision. 2 points for sprues. I look if they're complete. Obviously, if there's stuff missing, that's not good. I look for flash, molding bubbles and holes, nubs, recesses, ejection pin marks in nasty areas, and so on and so forth. So, just to back up a bit, in this particular case, for the packaging, 2 1/4. It's a nice top opening box, a good sturdy box. The vendor and shipper put it in a good sturdy sleeve, and it's only because of that probably this wasn't completely crushed. It was squished a little bit, and but the cardboard was nice and thick, so that's it. There you go. So 1/4 point bonus because it survived Canada Post's abuse. Excuse me. As far as the sprues are concerned, yes, they were complete. I got to ding them a 1/4 point for the flash, though. Not just on the figures, but there was flash in other areas too. Not super excessive, but it was there. Not up to Tamiya quality. Sorry, Hasegawa. Okay, and 3 parts. 3 points for parts. I look at the quality of plastic, the detail, if there are any warped or broken parts, as well as looking at the decals, if they provide masks, PE, aftermarket parts, anything like that. So in this case, it gets 2.75. Quality of plastic was good. A detail, yeah. And 1 part was broken off. But it was mostly the detail. And the decals were fine for what the model is. Doesn't need to be excessive. Of course, the proof will be in the pudding when we try and put them on. Okay, and last is the instructions. You can have nice parts, and the sprues are all nice and perfect, and there's no flash and everything. But if your instructions are a disaster, so will your model be. Likewise for, you can have all the everything's good, but if the quality of plastic's bad and the detail, all that kind of stuff, it's just junk. So they had very brief general service and history notes. The instructions were clear. I dinged them a quarter point because of the size. You know, for our demographic, that could be a challenge for some people. It's not particularly for me unless I'm trying to read upside down. But otherwise, no, it's fine. So 2.75 on that. And then as far as the final full bonus point that I award for value, up to a full bonus point, I give this a quarter point. And that's mostly because you get the two figures. So I'm not disappointed. I wasn't expecting a lot. But I'm glad I didn't pay more than $35 for this. So, and we'll see how it builds up. I mean, we'll see how the fit is. If the fit's beautiful and the fit's perfect, I don't mind trim and flash. That's okay. I do it as a Zen exercise sometimes. So anyways, so there we go. So that brings us to a total of 9.75, which isn't great, but it's not bad, which pretty much sums up the kit. First glance, it looks like there's lots of parts on lots of sprues, but they all make sense, and there's not too many as far as it goes. So, all right, so that's it for this one. Keep it under 45 minutes, and hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the some of the information I've imparted, and taking a look at the kit. Getting to be an old bird now, but she was really something in her day. People are still building Spitfires after all, aren't they? Okay, so thanks again. Thanks to all my subscribers. Stuart over there in the UK, Peter, Paul and Sue. All of you are, you're just fabulous. The Jeffs, can't forget the Jeffs. The three Jeffs. So there's just so many. It's hard to. So I appreciate you all, and so thanks again, and leave a like, leave a comment, and please just be respectful. So thanks again, and we will see you very soon with another exciting kit review. Bye now.